Hey everyone, it's Paul Garcia here from America's Best Defense, and I just wanted to create this video to personally invite you to an event that we're having on May 3rd and 4th of this year. We're having a business boot camp seminar, and it's being hosted at my headquarters school in Massachusetts. And the reason why I wanted to reach out and invite you is this particular seminar is we tend to cover all the business basics of running a successful school. As many of you may or may not know, I run a multi-school operation, and we offer multiple seminars throughout the year for our schools, for both the schools that I own and our affiliated schools. We offer an instructor college, we offer a business boot camp, and we offer an owners only training. And in this particular seminar, this is the business boot camp. And we're going to be focusing on all what we call the business basics. And the reason why we're doing this, I want to get this out there. I want to explain the motive behind this, is we're not going to be soliciting you. We're not going to be selling you anything. But I am very good friends with the folks over at Member Solutions. And they have been so helpful to me and my organization. And they've been instrumental in our expansion. And it's just been a great collaboration working with them. And I wanted to just show my gratitude. So I had offered, I said, listen, if you'd like to just open up this training to your clients, we'd love to have them. We'd love to have them come in and be a part of it because I think it's important. I think when I think of the business basics, I liken it to like a traditional kata. You know, back in the day, right? Back in the day when I was on Paul Mitchell, and I used to watch Mike chat. He would do his musical forum, and he's amazing, you know, and he was really just introducing the world to XMA and the musical forums and the gymnastics in there, and this is way back. But I also got to tell you, on our team, I had a good friend of mine, Gabe, you know, and we talk about this all the time. I just love watching Gabe do his traditional Okinawan forum. It's so, in one sense, basic, but because it's executed flawlessly, it was beautiful to just watch. You'd get engrossed in it. And that's kind of the way that I think of the business basics. The basic, how to teach a kid's intro, you know, how to do a kid's sign up, how to teach an adult intro. But yet at the same time, it's not just about giving you the information. It's about training either yourself or your staff to execute it at a very high level so that it's producing consistent results. And that's not the only stuff that we're going to be doing. In fact, I'll read some of the topics. We'll be going over, again, kids enrollment procedures, adult enrollment procedures, one of my favorite subjects, which is upgrades and renewals. Okay, how do we increase retention, and how do we increase our renewals and our upgrades in our schools? Another one of the popular subjects is, how much should your school be grossing? Okay, that's a good question. You have to have a number. You have to have something, not that you're competing with, but you're comparing yourself to, but you're competing with. What's the number that you should be holding yourself accountable to? How much should your school be grossing? And more importantly, how do you get there? We can talk all day long about, hey, your school should be grossing this, but we'll give you a plan to measure how much your school should be grossing and how to get there. That's the important thing. We'll also be discussing things like increasing pro shop sales. You know, not by nickel and diming your students, by just tying, you know, one of the questions I get is, how do you increase your pro shop sales? Well, there's only so many t-shirts you're going to sell, right? But how do we do this without nickel and diming our students? We're doing a win-win situation, tying it into training, and we'll give you some strategies for doing that. The thing about this particular seminar is it's not just seminar format where either I'm talking or one of the speakers are talking. This is a lot of what we call PDR. So just by example, if we're going to be doing the adult enrollment, we'll show you the strategies that we use, but then we're going to practice it. So we encourage you, and that's why we set up the price structure so that you can bring your entire staff, because let them get entrenched. Let them get in there where we're practicing this. It's not only what they learn that makes a difference, but it's how well they can execute it. I tell my schools all the time, if you're not producing the result, it's one of two reasons. You either have a bad plan or you don't execute properly. Okay, so for example, just use an example. Let's say, you do birthday parties or you don't do birthday parties, but let's say you do birthday parties. You go, hey, how do you guys get how do you get new people from birthday parties? And we explain, well, birthday parties doesn't work for me. Listen, if birthday parties is working for somebody, then it's working. We either have to examine our plan, maybe we just don't have a good plan, or maybe we have a great plan, we're just not executing it well. It always comes down to those two things. So that's part of how we set up the training. We'll not only give you the plan, this is what we have found over the years to work, not only just at my school, but in all of these schools. That's the thing, is that we're not going to teach you theory. We're not going to teach you good ideas. These are things that are being done in our schools that are producing results. That's always been my qualifier, is that it has to produce the result, and it's got to do it over multiple locations. That's how we know we're on to something, because you get all these different personalities and people running schools. So we'll give you the plan, but then we're going to train you so that they're executing properly. That's really the crux of the matter, is getting our staff to perform these techniques or these strategies or whatever you want to call them, to perform them at a very high level so they're producing consistent results. So again, sorry I'm being so wordy, but I just want to encourage you. It's May 3rd and 4th. It's in Massachusetts. And it's just an opportunity, honestly, to give back to Member Solutions, to give back to the clients. Many, many years ago, I've been doing this for over 30 years. And, after a while, you just find some consistent ways of producing results. And just like you have a teacher's heart. I have a teacher's heart. What do you want to do? You want to share. You want to share and help some people, because many, many years ago, two really, really good people in my life took me under this 19-year-old kid under their wing, and they saw a kid who was very enthusiastic about martial arts and wanted to be successful, but didn't know what the heck I was doing. And thank God they took me under their wing, and they taught me this stuff. And it's been that spirit of just sharing and networking that I personally think was one of the greatest things in martial arts, but I think it's not around and it's not as common as it used to be. So we want to go ahead and provide that opportunity for you. I hope you'll be there. I hope you'll carve some time out of your weekend to come and get some great training that can make a real difference in the success of your school and your future. It's an opportunity for us to share some of the things that we have found over the past few decades that work very well, not just in our schools, but in some of the schools, our affiliated schools, and all of our branches. So hopefully you can carve out some time. I'd love to have you. I'm looking forward to meeting you personally. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and hopefully I'll see you soon.